Hello agents, I just want to say a huge thank you for the stream earlier today. So many of you jumped in to watch the climax of Season 4 on the Division 2 and the support was unreal. We had over 400 people watching as we took on the final mission of the season. I am just making this video because that was a 5-hour stream and I know that people will be wanting to watch just the end bit to see what happens. So I have condensed that stream into the Faye Lau Boss Fight and all of the comms relating to the Faye Lau Manhunt because I feel these are important if you're going to go on and try and guess the road ahead, which I will do at the end of the video, so stay put for that. If you do enjoy this video, then be sure to give it a like and a share, and if you're new to the channel, then hit subscribe to help me reach my goal of 40,000 subscribers in 2021. I have also founded the best division community on Discord, and whenever you are done with the video, you should check out that link that is down in the video description. So before I show you the Faye Lau boss fight, I just want to let you know how to get all of the collectibles on the mission that is at Camp White Oak. The first time you do it, you're going to get 2 comms to drop naturally off the 2 named bosses, and you can find the Langley reports here once you find a dead body on the floor. After you have completed the mission, you'll be 2 comms short, so just complete it again and the same named bosses will drop 2 more comms. I am now going to let the final boss fight roll and then play out all of the comms for you relating to these Langley reports and the Faye Lau Manhunt. After this, I'll come back to close off the video and give you my thoughts on year 3. Maybe we can clear some ads before we do the chopper, because as soon as Faye Lau comes out... No. Like you got 2 minutes. Let's just clear ads like we said before. Let's just clear ads. We got 2 minutes for that. It takes 2 seconds. Because what you can probably do is kill some ads before Faye Lau comes out.
Do you want to divide and conquer a little bit and like, oh my god, there's no cover there. Oh my god, that's the worst thing. Oh. Like if maybe 2 of us go to the right, we can manage.
I like that.
Snipers.
Yeah. The snipers are already mixed out now, so we can. The problem we did before, we brought Faye Lau in when all these enemies were about. We can kill some of these now and get the snipers gone. And it only takes 2 seconds to kill the chopper.
Those snipers.
Yeah, I'm over your side.
Paul, are we good here? Right, I think we're pretty good on
down.
our side.
Right,
you want to get the chopper now?
Yeah, and I kill that spawn on the left that just came in. That's the spawn that came in
Easy.
before. Very easy. That's all we have to do. Nice work.
1 minute to get the chopper.
Yeah, easy work. Next 2 seconds. There you go. Boom.
Right, we've got another spawn out. Me and Paul will cover right. Snipers are behind us, Paul.
Kick her ass, agent.
Got 1 sniper here.
Okay. Okay, now we should be able to focus. Okay.
1 sniper down. If there's another sniper that you can see, just shout her out because they're hiding out in a ditch right at the back.
So another spawn. Got an enemy to our left. You got that, Dave? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is beautiful work, guys.
Okay, now it's just Faye.
Oh my god, how easy is this?
Push it now because there's no more spawns.
There's
And drones.
Alright, got it.
Okay, right leg. You've got shot to the
It is
right
a leg.
leg.
Is it actually her leg?
It was oh shit, I'm going down. I got a high vote. Goodbye,
I don't
Faye.
know which one her right leg is, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a head before.
Another thing you don't know, you're left and right. Another
I
spawn.
don't know
It is. Oh, another spawn. Watch our spawn, Dave.
I'm in a pickle right now, so I can't watch the spawn.
She's so weak, she's healing. She's gone up to half armor.
She'll be like the other ones where she can
We
heal
got
3
ads. We
times,
got ads.
probably.
Can we do this ads?
Yep. Sniper. No, it's shotgunner. That's my bad. There is most probably snipers somewhere. I'm gonna push around to the left and try and clear any like sniper bitches around there.
Another spawn coming in on the left.
Nice,
Sticky
again,
bomb,
some
what's
cover.
it? Oh, it's something sticky.
Okay, they just dropped off some enemies.
There is definitely a sniper.
I just took down the healer. See the purple.
Healer on the top of the box. It's a purple healer.
Purple healer's down. I think,
Nice.
Maybe.
Pretty certain there's a
That's
sniper
Faye
somewhere.
left, is it? Oh, no, dog.
Dog on the right.
I'm going down. No, I'm good. Dog's down. I'm good.
There's a lot of dogs.
Right. Doing dogs. Man, this was a bit of a mission, eh?
There's a gold dog behind you.
She's
Jim.
heroic.
Dog's down. Dog's down.
There's a looted dog, a gold
so
one.
many dogs.
We're getting up.
Yeah, I got my over.
Thank you, Paul.
Dog down. Right, I think it's just Faye now. Might be
No, it's
one.
more dogs.
Might be one dog left. I think.
More spawn, more spawn, more spawn, more spawn.
I really do with a med kit.
I could really do
See
some
one.
fucking ammo.
Shit, never thought of that. Do we have to kill her to stop the spawn?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking now. If that's the case, that's gonna be fair. I'm going for the dogs anyway. Dogs down.
Because they just don't stop.
I've got
Okay,
shots
she's
on
dying,
Faye.
she's dying, she's dead, she's dead. Well done, well done.
She's dead.
Well done. Okay, let's
Another
clear
wave
the
coming in, back
ads.
look at it.
Yeah, there's an ammo box in front of you two, Paul.
Is there another spawn?
There is.
Oh my god, what are you doing? Get the gold medic if we can first and foremost, because he's not going to heal him then.
It's too soon.
Right, I'm going to run back round this way to get whatever's at the back.
Good work, team. That was quite
Dividing
challenging.
conquer.
Nah, that was fun. That was fun.
God damn it, Faye.
Okay. Is she dead? Or did we capture her?
Instead, Congress is scattered. What happens when the entire chain of command is gone? Guess we'll find out. Agent, come back to base. We need to regroup.
Looks dead to me.
Eliminate it.
Status update. Sync with Mexican Ambassador Arturo Lechuga. Major urban areas are decimated and rural areas in the Baja Peninsula are fine.
Well, shit, Zara. I guess we should take a vacation in Cabo.
Not funny, sir.
Lighten up. The world's fucked whether we like it or not.
Status update. Sync with Canadian intelligence. Major urban areas are decimated and Canada's National Emergency Strategic Stockpile has been activated. Most of the western half of the country has dodged the worst of it. Rural BC is mostly unscathed.
I'm sensing a theme here, Zara. Live out in BFE. You're probably fine.
Yes, sir, that seems to be correct.
Those son of a bitch preppers ain't gonna let anyone live this down.
That's the least of our concerns, sir. Status update. Sync with agent station outside Moscow. Despite a major effort to contain the spread, criminal enterprises thwarted the quarantine just enough to ensure the containment failed.
I hope that bare-chested buffoon suffered.
I'm not sure that's pertinent, sir.
I don't give a fuck. He's a menace to stability and peace.
Status update. Immediate quarantine set in place and major points of ingress to Japan were quickly shut down. While this prevented the spread of the virus, food and supply shortages have been causing havoc. Fishing communities are pitching in to fill the shortfall.
Must be nice to be an island nation.
I'm not sure starvation is better than the virus, sir.
I am. This is a plague of biblical proportions.
It's not a plague, sir.
Stop being so goddamn pedantic.
Status update. Report from our ambassador to India. Widespread outbreak and nearly complete social and economic collapse following in its wake. Major population centers have been devastated by the virus.
India? Why the fuck am I gonna be worried about India right now? Have you seen the state of this place?
In nuclear weapons, sir?
What about them?
India has them. If the government collapses and can't protect their stockpile, that's an issue for us and, really, everyone. Status update. Official report from the EU. Despite political paralysis around committing people to quarantine, many European countries have weathered the outbreak well. Healthcare systems manage treatments, and they've shown a high rate of success in treating the symptoms.
Sounds like a load of socialist bullshit.
The numbers don't lie, sir. That said, the collapse of their trading partners has significantly impacted urban centers with service economies. Status update. As expected, not much in the way of information. Global economic trade collapse seems like it has an outsized impact on the Middle East. OPEC countries are actively looking to trade crude stockpiles for critical medicine and supplies.
Well, it's a damn good thing we restarted drilling in Anwar. Would have been even worse if we had to trade for oil.
Sir, Anwar drilling operations have been completely halted since the outbreak.
Why the hell would they stop?
I believe they experienced difficulty drilling without sufficient staff. Status update. Reports out of Asia have been mixed. Economic devastation and catastrophic loss of life have been reported across the continent, but many regions seem to be largely untouched as well. Chinese authorities claim the situation is under control, but satellite imagery shows heavy population migration out of urban areas.
Mixed how? What are we talking about?
Initial news out of larger metropolitan areas show devastating viral spread, but some Asian countries have had little issue in rapid quarantine procedures.
So, you're saying that human rights abuses have their benefits?
Not at all, sir. I'm simply stating the reality that some countries have had less political backlash with strict lockdowns. Central and South America have fared relatively poorly. The breakdown in government services has factionalized the survivors, and they've coalesced into warlord factions, often led by former cartels with strong regional paramilitary power.
Cartels. Fuck.
Not solely, sir, but certainly, without markets for their products, cartels have consolidated control over regions. We have reports of violent clashes with existing governmental militaries as well.
Well, that's just fucking perfect.
Status update. With such a low population density and already spotty government support structures across many African nations, much seems to remain largely unchanged.
I don't give a flying fuck about Africa. Why are you even briefing me about it?
It's my job, sir.
Well, stop briefing me on a continent with virtually no geopolitical significance. What the shit would we even do about Africa?
Care. Sir, you know I still have family there. Sir?
SAS. That's impressive. Logistics and supply specialist? Not that impressive. You shouldn't do that. Do what? Sell yourself short. You are impressive. You didn't have to join the services. Rich girl like you had other options. Just because my father has money, it doesn't mean I'm some spoiled rich girl. I can take care of myself. Your record proves that. You joined the Black Tusk in December? That's correct. Before you were activated. I was never activated. Guess they're still saving some of us for the real end times. Does Schaefer know your division? He never asked, and I didn't think it was worth bringing up until it was a problem. Smart. I like smart women. Me too. I'm best in a support role. You don't want to lead your own team? I prefer to be in a support role. I get that. Some people aren't cut out to make the hard choices. Oh, that's not what I'm worried about. What are you worried about? Being responsible for my team's life. You'll make sacrifices to save them. No? That I'll consider their deaths an acceptable loss. We know what we signed up for. We assume this is a suicide mission. If you make it back home, that's the unexpected outcome. You worried about survivor's guilt? Can't be worried about something you can't control, and every mission I come back from, I never feel guilty. Not about being the one that comes back. Other shit? Sure. But never that I survived. How's it feel? Good. Weird. I like being in charge, but yeah, it's weird being the one people are looking to for guidance. Your team speaks highly of you, Viper. You're a natural leader. Likeable, kind, tough when you need to be. They respect you, but aren't intimidated by you. Cool? That's hard to pull off. Especially for a woman. Thanks. I try not to be a bitch. I'm still working on that one. You're sure he's at the White House? That's what Kelso said. He's running a shooting range and drinking dandelion coffee from a very fancy espresso machine. Oh, well that sounds like my dad. He's doing great. Found a way to make himself useful. He was lucky. Never caught the virus and still has all his parts. Aside from the dandelion instead of his regular Kopi Luwak, it sounds like his life hasn't changed much. He's still in the lab, getting people to test his equipment and probably making them feel really insecure about their accuracy. You miss him? Of course. But when something like this happens, you have to do what you think is right. I'm glad we each found something. Even if he is actively making my life harder. Which, yeah, that hasn't really changed much either. You were a good agent, Felix. What made you leave the division?
family.
I get that.
You lose someone?
My sister.
The virus?
No. Rikers. I couldn't keep her safe. Budget cuts.
Well, you'll never have that problem with Black Tusk. Natalia will get us anything we need.
Natalia?
My sister. She runs this entire operation. Anything you need, I can get it.
You don't think it's weird she'd let you work in the field? It's not the safest place for a kid like you.
You've read my profile. You know I've served before. It's why the division recruited me. Well, that and I'm sure they got a family discount on those knee pads you were wearing when Schaefer brought you in. You asking the other candidates this much about their families?
Only when it's relevant.
So what else do you want to know?
How close are you with your sister?
Not as close as I'd like. It's hard. She grew up in Russia. I didn't really get to know her until after our father died.
That was what, 6 or 7 years ago?
6. What does it matter?
Nothing. Just, that's around the same time she started Black Tusk.
So?
Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking out loud. It's interesting that your father dies, she reconnects or connects with you. She inherits the company and builds this PMC. It just seems like... Never mind. I'm seeing conspiracies where they probably don't exist.
My sister loves me.
I'm sure she does.
When we lost our father, she was allowed to come from Russia for the funeral. It's not that hard to understand. That in that moment, she was there to help me. She put me through school. She got me this job. She saw how agents were dying, and she sacrificed her men to bring me in and protect me. You don't do that if you don't care about someone. You ready for this?
Absolutely.
You don't mind not knowing who the target is?
I trust Faye. And frankly, she's right. We've had too many leaks. She's smart to keep this one close to the vest.
Do you know who the target is?
I've got my suspicions, but I'm not going to speculate.
I think it's Kelso.
Okay, Sparky. Don't strain that big brain of yours.
Kestrel, get your team ready.
Got an assignment?
Nothing too big. Just need you to escort a VIP.
Babysitting duty? Seriously, don't you have some grunts who can do this?
Trust me, this escort is too important to leave to a rookie.
Well, now you've got my attention.
Xavier or Xavier or Javier?
Xavier.
Thanks. It annoys me when people don't know how to say Lau but have no problem with McGuire, McMahon, O'Shea, and Kavanaugh.
Fisher, Schneider, Muller might have something to say about that.
Your CO was German, right?
Very. Third generation. Kept insisting his family was never Nazis, which, you know.
The more you protest, the more likely you are exactly that thing.
Boys, let's show the lady what she's won.
Your unit in Afghanistan.
Yeah. He got hit by an IED. It happens.
Any residual trauma?
Just the normal. Gotta make sure it wasn't for nothing. That's how they got me. Just in case. We need you to join us. Just in case. Most likely you'll never be activated, but just in case. You survive the worst, you can handle this.
No one can handle this.
We're just here to minimize the damage.
And hope there's something left when we're through.
And if there isn't, we will be the ones to rebuild it.
Looking forward to working with you, Magnus.
I don't know why you keep pitching me your dumbass ideas.
My ideas aren't dumb. Who better than the people in the field? The ones using the gear to tell you what they want and need out of the gear.
Fine.
Okay. So, stay with me. Think about it.
Think about what?
Give me a second. Okay, picture it. You're out in the field. You got hostiles on your right and left.
Yeah, so it's a Tuesday.
You see an opportunity to run and slide into cover. But there's mud.
Yeah, summer in D.C. Lots of mud. Got it.
And you've only got one pair of pants.
So what do you want?
What if your knee pads had quick deploy shin and hip guards?
You want my sister to make knee pads that have quick deploy, sliding shin, and hip guards, so you don't have to wash mud off your pants?
Yeah. Think how awesome that would be.
Yeah. I'm not calling her for that.
Magnus?
Sup, Viper?
Gross.
What? I just said sup.
Yeah, I know what sup means.
Hey, you don't mean nothing. Unless you want it to mean something.
Gross.
Hey, you don't have to be like that.
And you don't have to be a disgusting human being, but here we are. I hope you get eclipsed.
Oh, that's fucked up. I just said sup, and you wish that keener shit on me? You're cold, Viper. I thought we were friends. forget it. We're the same.
You're a patriot. You served your country same as me. We've seen what can happen when a weak leader rises to power.
We have. And I know that we can't rely on the government to save us. This thing moves too fast. You have to be agile. The wheels of government roll too slowly for something like this.
They're trying to use a scalpel when what we need is a sledgehammer.
I can be that hammer.
I can't believe we're working together again.
Sorry about the black site.
I get it. You didn't know what this was.
You're right, I had no idea what this was. I'm starting to understand, though.
I'm glad you signed on. I always liked you, Faye.
I like you too, Alicia.
Use my call sign, Cersei. Makes it less weird. Alicia's too personal. Reminds me of life before this shit.
Fair enough.
You want a call sign for this op?
No. It's better if I remember where I came from.
She get anything out of you?
Nothing we didn't want her to.
She gonna be a problem?
Pretty sure she's an asset.
You think she's ready?
She's desperate. A little push and she's one of us.
Is that a good idea?
No one has better access to the division than Faye. We bring her to our side, we'll know where all the bodies are buried. Then it's just a matter of time before they fall and we rise. What do you need?
Just a location and schedule. Should be a piece of cake for you, Cersei.
Whose location and schedule do you need?
Chicken Hawk.
That's need to know, Faye. You know that.
I need to know.
What do you want it for?
Just need to make sure that he's not in any danger. Getting rumblings about transports and mobile units outside of DC going through Maryland. Just want to confirm that Chicken Hawk's not in any danger.
Schaefer really knows how to pick them.
Hey, he picked me.
We're different. His original squad, complete fuck-ups.
You're not wrong.
How do you lose the Pentagon?
How do you lose a bioreactor?
You know, I still can't tell if it's incompetence or a leak.
A leak?
Someone on the inside leaking intel to the division.
Why would you say something like that?
Makes more sense than Wyvern losing the antivirals and random agents getting lucky.
Wyvern wasn't stable on the best of days.
For an elite squad, our comms should be secure. We shouldn't be having these leaks. Isaac's good, but he's not that good. There's no way that we should be compromised like this.
Maybe someone programmed a backdoor into our comms relay, just pumping intercepted radio to some data analyst in a basement under the Lincoln Memorial.
Makes sense.
Viper, I was kidding. Jesus, you need to get laid. You're wound too tight.
You might be right. But I wouldn't let any of these chuckle fucks touch me. They're not exactly my type.
This is our chance to shape history.
I couldn't agree more, Mr. President.
You said it yourself. Somebody has to step up.
I'm willing to take on that challenge.
If we're going to get this country back on track, we have to be willing to do things that won't be popular.
I know that you and Schaefer had a rather contentious relationship. I hope our collaboration will be more efficient. I look forward to meeting you in person.
That can be arranged.
Excellent. See you soon, Mr. President. What an asshole.
How's it feel?
Comfortable. Lacks personality, though.
Easier to spot a friendly in the field.
The uniform doesn't guarantee you're a friendly.
Fair enough. I like your style, Lau. No bullshit. I think you'll fit in well here.
Me too. Do I get to build my team? Are you testing me out with an established squad?
Are you worried about getting hazed?
I've had to break into boys' clubs before. I know how you like to test people.
Finish this up and we'll talk about building your own squad.
Copy that. Hey, Roy. This is hard. For me, this is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. You trusted me, and I loved you for that. It broke my heart having to keep secrets like this from you, but I knew if I told you what I was planning, you would try to stop me. And if you tried to stop me, there is no way I could have gone through with any of it. There's no way I could have interrogated Alicia, or met Schaefer, or gone with him. But I had to do this, Roy. I had to. We were losing. We lost the authority. We lost the trust of the people we were trying to protect. Without trust, we have nothing. It doesn't matter how many good or bad things we do if no one trusts you to get the job done. And with Schaefer and Ellis, we lost the legitimacy. We lost the ability to say we are on mission. Hell, the only one who agreed we were still on mission was Isaac. I knew was access, and I couldn't get that unless I joined them, or at least unless I could make them believe I joined them. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you why. I'm sorry I had to break your trust like that. But I hope, I pray, you'll forgive me someday. If you don't, I might have to come haunt your ass until you do. Lau out. I know, you hate me. You never trusted me. You probably never liked me and only moderately tolerated me. It's okay. That's okay. We didn't have to be friends. And I know you probably think I'm a bitch, though you would never actually say that. Not to my face, at least. I think the reason we never really got along is we're too similar. We're stubborn, we care too much, and frankly, we're both pretty guarded people. We've both lost people. And we didn't deal with that as well as we could have, I guess, but I hope that when I'm done, you'll understand why I did what I had to do. I don't expect you to agree with it, but I hope you understand. I'm not sorry it went down like this, but I'm sorry I couldn't tell you why.
So a lot of people were disappointed that we just killed her and that was it. I can't hide that disappointment either, as I wanted something more from this, like a huge clue or a cutscene to show where we're going to be heading. But I can't agree with all the comments in stream saying that this game is now over and it is going to die. These comments are all I've ever heard since buying into this franchise, and believe me, the game is not dead and there is more to come. I just don't know what. I felt Faye Lau would be a big part of year 3, which now appears that she won't be, and apart from the comms, there was nothing to suggest where this is heading. But what I got from the comms was a lot of situation reports from other countries where the EU seemed to be handling this better than anyone else, and Faye wrote apologies. It appears that Faye Lau had ulterior motives for joining the Black Tusk. She wanted Keener dead, and she felt so strongly about something that she could not share it, and that she had to join the Black Tusk, or at least make them believe she had to, which was in those comms we just listened to. At the end of the Faye Lau mission, you were instructed to return to the base to discuss matters, but when you go to Haven or you go to the White House, there is nothing to do. This is because this will be where the start of year 3 is. I would expect it in early March and in the form of an expansion, and we will find out why Faye Lau joined the Black Tusk. This reason will give us another year of storyline and title updates and seasons. I expect another map, and I think this will all be announced in a world premiere very soon, just like it was last year with Warlords of New York. So although I am still a little disappointed that we found nothing out today, I am very happy that the comms we got are teasing something more, and I'm very excited to see what that is. And just before we do end, Warlords of New York came out on my birthday last year, which was March 3rd. Exactly 1 year from that date will be March 2nd this year. Season 4 ends on March 1st. It is as if it was all planned. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe. And now we are done, be sure to check out the link to the best Division community on Discord down in the video description. I have another video going out later today which was delayed due to this manhunt. Until that, stay safe and peace out.